Let's be honest. But the moment you step into a room, she's observing more than your appearance. It's not just your clothes or your face. It's the energy you carry, the calm or tension in your posture, the confidence you project, and even the insecurity you try to conceal. Younger women aren't simply searching for a provider or a man with a solid career. They instinctively scan for emotional maturity, inner stability, and authenticity. Here's the truth most men avoid admitting. What you believe is charm can easily become the very thing that pushes her away. Younger women possess a nearly invisible, yet remarkably accurate radar for desperation, overcompensation, and hidden insecurity. A compliment that feels genuine can suddenly seem manipulative when it's excessive. Attention that should feel flattering becomes overwhelming when it's rooted in need instead of connection. Many older men repeat these subtle mistakes, unaware that these unconscious habits quietly erode attraction. One of the first things younger women dislike but rarely voice is overexplaining. Whether it's your income, your achievements, your lifestyle, or the story behind your last breakup, too much explanation signals doubt. She doesn't need a detailed justification for your success or your past. She wants to feel that you are complete on your own. When you over-explain, the underlying message becomes, "I need you to see me as impressive." Ironically, the harder you try to convince her, the less convinced she feels. Another common trap is focusing too heavily on age. Some men assume emphasizing their experience automatically builds attraction. In reality, repeatedly highlighting the age gap can feel like a subtle attempt to assert superiority. Younger women are drawn to leadership expressed through presence, not lectures. Quiet confidence is far more magnetic than loud reminders of maturity. When age becomes your main selling point, it stops being an advantage and becomes a barrier. Now consider attention too much, too soon, too frequently. Younger women are highly sensitive to intensity. Flooding her with messages, constant calls, or relentless validation doesn't communicate strength. It communicates need. It can even trigger distrust. She doesn't want to feel responsible for carrying the weight of your desire. She's drawn to a man whose life feels full, whose attention is balanced, and whose focus is given freely, not demanded. Then, there are the silent signals. It's not only about what you say, but what you don't say. The pause before replying to a message, the subtle stiffness in your body language, the tone behind your words, she notices all of it. Younger women read these cues instinctively. A man who relies solely on charm or status while ignoring his own energy is already at a disadvantage before the conversation even begins. If you want attraction to grow, self-awareness must come first. Master your energy, your intentions, and your subtle behaviors. Words, dates, and gifts follow naturally after that. Ignore this, and no amount of charm or wealth will compensate. There's a thin line between confidence and arrogance, and many older men cross it unknowingly. Arrogance disguised as wisdom feels controlling and emotionally heavy. Younger women aren't searching for someone to lecture them. They want a man who can hold space for their opinions and mistakes without judgment. When you expect your experience to revolve the world around you, attraction fades quickly. Overpossessiveness is another silent repellent. Constant check-ins, monitoring, or excessive protection often stem from fear of losing control or being replaced. Younger women are drawn to men who trust and allow space. Attraction cannot thrive in a cage. The tighter you try to hold her attention, the more instinctively she wants freedom. Excessive nostalgia can also backfire. Sharing stories from your past can be charming at first, but when every conversation becomes a monologue about old adventures or former relationships, it signals you're living behind you, not fully present with her. Younger women crave presence. They want to experience life with you now, not replay your history. Emotional inconsistency is another hidden killer. Sudden mood swings, fluctuating warmth, or unpredictable reactions triggered caution. Emotional stability communicates safety. If your energy feels like a roller coaster, she distances herself before consciously understanding why. Even humor can sabotage attraction. Sarcasm, edgy jokes, or self-deprecation used to mask insecurity can quickly undermine connection. Humor should uplift and create lightness. If your jokes subtly belittle or create doubt, the line from playful to toxic has already been crossed. Neediness is perhaps the most invisible, yet powerful repellent. It appears in prolonged eye contact, forced laughter, or an inability to sit comfortably in silence. These micro behaviors silently say, "I need your approval." Attraction grows from independence and grounded presence, never from emotional hunger. Subtle disrespect also destroys desire, interrupting her, dismissing her ideas, correcting her publicly. These small acts accumulate. Younger women lose attraction rapidly when respect feels absent. Boundaries matter deeply. Leaning in too quickly, touching without clear comfort, or displaying impatience chips away at trust. She senses boundary violations instinctively. Once caution replaces comfort, attraction weakens. Predictability can dull excitement as well. Relying on the same stories, routines, or conversational patterns makes interactions feel flat. Younger women value novelty, creativity, and subtle unpredictability. Experience alone isn't magnetic. Presence and vibrancy aren't. Oversharing too soon can also overwhelm her. Vulnerability is powerful, but timing determines impact. If your emotional disclosures feel like burdens rather than connection, she unconsciously withdraws. Comparisons disguised as compliments are equally damaging. Saying she's different from most women implies judgment. Attraction thrives on admiration without evaluation. The moment she feels measured, desire diminishes. Impatience is another fatal signal. Rushing intimacy or pushing the pace communicates insecurity, not strength. Emotional patience signals deep confidence, the ability to let connection unfold naturally. Many older men confuse effort with magnetism. Gifts, elaborate dates, and constant gestures can't compensate for insecure energy. Attraction begins with presence. If your energy communicates need, no action will override it. Overanalyzing her behavior drains your magnetism. Obsessing over texts or hidden meanings shifts you from grounded to anxious. Younger women respond to presence, not calculation. Control disguised as guidance also repels. Influence should feel inspiring, not restrictive. Attraction flourishes in freedom, not manipulation. Emotional reliability is crucial. Warm one day and distant the next creates uncertainty. Stability builds trust. Inconsistency breeds protection. Subtle ego projection asserting superiority through experience creates resistance. Leadership through calm authority draws her in. Leadership through ego pushes her away. Ultimately, micro behaviors carry enormous weight. Eye contact, tone, posture, pauses. These subtle elements speak louder than grand gestures. Younger women sense energetic misalignment immediately. Attraction isn't earned through effort alone. It's built through self-mastery, presence, emotional equilibrium, and authentic confidence create magnetic pull. Emotional imbalance, extreme highs and lows, drains desire. Curiosity must feel natural, not interrogative. Authority must feel calm, not dominating. The smallest behaviors shape the strongest impressions. Your energy always speaks first. Master it, and attraction deepens effortlessly. Ignore it, and even your best efforts will fall flat. Ask yourself honestly, which subtle behavior might be pushing her away without your awareness? Are you creating magnetic presence or chasing validation? True attraction is subtle, powerful, and rooted in self. Only those who understand themselves fully can become magnetic in a way younger women instinctively notice, respect, and desire.